Now at noon, 2 children died from the coronavirus within 24 hours at Wolfson Children's Hospital. No, one of the children was a 2-week-old. And last month we told you about a 16-year-old who died from complications of the virus as well. News 4 Jax reporter Jim Pickett's been talking with doctors at Wolfson this week about what's happening at the hospital. Joins us live. Jim, what are those hospital officials saying?
Well, we should be getting a statement shortly from Baptist officials and at Wolfson Children's Hospital of what is happening here. But what we had heard last night during a community meeting from Dr. Michael Gale, he talked about the situation in the ICU at Wolfson Children's Hospital, and that's where we learned where the 2 children had recently died. Here's what he said.
And unfortunately, in the last 24 hours, we have about 2 children who died as young as 2 weeks of age. So yes, children will get less problems with COVID, but they do get some of the severe conditions, and we're seeing more and more of those in the intensive care unit.
You know, I think that news surprised a lot of people when that came out at that community meeting last night, that 2 children had died in such a short amount of time span. And what we are hearing, though, that here in Jacksonville, they make up nearly 10% of the cases of children throughout the state of Florida.
There's 21 here in Jacksonville, and 1/4 of them are in the ICU. The virus, the Delta variant, is spreading to younger people much faster than the original variant. Remember, it's 225% more transmissible, and it tends to target folks who are unvaccinated. Well, guess what? Our kids under the age of 12 haven't even had the opportunity to be vaccinated yet. And this is why we talk about forming this bubble around our children, having masks in school, having the rest of us vaccinated so that we can do what we can to protect the folks that can't protect themselves right now. And I think it's very, very important for us all to understand that our children are going to continue to get sick unless we start to do some of the important things to mitigate the spread of this virus.
And that's what doctors have been warning about for some time, that they believe that we are going to see more cases with kids. We've been watching, as we've been seeing what's happening in our local hospitals, the numbers fluctuating somewhat. I think there were 21 patients here yesterday, 17 today. I think 8 new patients also yesterday, children that have been taken into Wolfson Hospital. So this is a situation that we are definitely watching. We're going to be talking to more officials today about what's happening in our hospital. I did speak to some family members of one of the children that had died. They don't want to be identified. They really don't want to say anything, but they just say this is a tragic and horrible case. We're live at Wolfson Children's Hospital. Jim Pickett, Channel 4, the local station.